Of us are living paycheck to paycheck. Section 8 provides housing assistance, and it turns out it can also be used towards buying a home. Joining us now is Omar Enriquez, affordable mortgage manager at Amegy Bank. Good morning.
Good morning.
So explain how Section 8 housing choice voucher works. How is this all working?
Absolutely. And thank you for having me on this morning. So traditionally, when we think of Section 8, Section 8 voucher, it's going to be for the use of rental income. But the fact is, a Section 8 voucher can also be converted, meeting certain certifications, into income that can be used for the purchase of a home. And it can be calculated as income, just like any other standard income. Comes with a couple of processes to convert it over to mortgage. And I think a lot of those processes are just to ensure affordability, sustainability of the payment, but it can definitely help some of our fellow citizens attain the dream of home ownership.
Well, how do you get the voucher? I'm assuming you have to apply for it?
Sure. So, for example, you would begin working with the Houston Housing Authority, register, submit documentation, certify with their processes, and then after one is certified and declares an intent to actually use it for the purchase of a home, there's a series of other checks and certifications that'll happen in order to convert it into income for the purchase of a home.
Mm-hmm. And if a person wants to use the voucher to buy a home, does that limit them on the parts of town they're supposed to go, on the neighborhoods they're required to look at?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Fair lending laws and fair housing laws will require that someone, in order to purchase, just has to ensure affordability. Now, there may be differences in the entities that you're working with. For example, the Houston Housing Authority may require a certain jurisdiction versus Harris County Housing Authority. But generally speaking, if you can afford it, you can live there.
Who is this? Tell me about your success rate. Like, who is this helping so far?
Well, it's helping homeowners that may be participating in traditional purchases, folks that may be currently working with the Houston Housing Authority or the Harris County Authority, folks that are working through a program, aligning their finances, and are just looking to purchase a home, folks that are generally looking for perhaps some sort of grant or assistance in order to afford a home.
Is this for people who have maybe never been able to afford a home, or is it somebody who is just looking for a little bit of help because of recent rising costs of things? Traditionally, it's first-time home buyers.
We're finding that with the increase of our prices in our housing market, some of those assistances are helping those folks afford a home. Rising interest rates has played a part. But this has always been a prevalent program and practice that has helped folks across the board purchase a home when maybe their income does not allow them to.
And just quickly before I let you go, can you talk about the impact of this program with minority homeowners?
It's huge. It's huge. I think, the act of purchasing a home is just such an empowering. It's just an empowering act, right? I mean, it gives investment into our great country and our citizenry. And the difference of renting versus owning allows and empowers folks to, they just carry on in a very different sense. It builds communities. It builds a certain conscientiousness to those communities. And I think at the end of the day, one of the reasons why I personally work in affordable housing is it just enhances the strength of our communities. And it gives a certain esteem to our fellow citizens that just makes our country better.